Every manager in football knows the golden rule. Never take the job right after a legend. It's a career graveyard. So when Manchester City needed someone to replace Pep Guardiola, arguably the greatest coach the sport has ever produced, the smart move was to run. Enzo Maresca didn't run. He said yes. Here's exactly why that wasn't crazy at all. Start with who Maresca actually is, because he's not an outsider walking into a stranger's house. He was inside Guardiola's coaching staff at City, working with the development squad, absorbing the exact ideas that turned City into a machine. The positional structure, the patience in possession, the obsession with control before chaos. He didn't study the system from a distance. He built it from the inside. But here's the problem with learning from genius. Everyone assumes you're just a cop. So Maresca went and proved he wasn't. Parma, promoted. Leicester City, won the championship outright, straight back into the Premier League. Chelsea, a Conference League trophy, then a Club World Cup. 3 different clubs, 3 different budgets, 3 different sets of problems. Every stop, the same result. Order out of disorder. That's not a disciple riding someone else's reputation. That's a manager with his own file of receipts. And that's the part most people miss when they laugh off this appointment. Nobody replaces a legend and wins immediately. History is full of the ones who tried and got buried by the comparison before they even had a full season. Maresca isn't gambling that he'll be the exception. He's betting that he's not actually playing the same game as his predecessor. Here's the twist. Guardiola's City was built to blow teams apart. High risk, high control, players who couldn't improvise inside a rigid structure. Maresca's version is lower risk, slower buildup, more patience, less flair for flair's sake. He's not trying to out-Pep Pep. He's installing a version of the same religion with a different temperament, which means the early comparisons, the ones that are coming from mine at one, are measuring him against a standard he was never trying to hit in the first place. And the timing makes this harder than it looks on paper. This season kicks off on the 22nd of August, roughly a month after a World Cup final. A huge chunk of City's squad, like most of the league's biggest clubs, went deep into that tournament and are walking into the most demanding early weeks of the season with barely any real preseason in their leg. Maresca isn't just inheriting Guardiola's shadow. He's inheriting a tired squad, a compressed preseason, and a fan base that will not wait for excuses. So zoom out. This isn't a story about one man trying to be the next Pep Guardiola. That framing was always the wrong one. It's a story about a coach who spent years building his own credibility, specifically so that when this exact impossible job came up, he wouldn't be walking in as a shadow. He'd be walking in as himself. Whether City fans are ready to see it that way in September is a different question entirely. Subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. It means a lot. And if you want to see the other side of this summer's managerial chaos, the guy Liverpool picked instead of a bigger name, that video's coming next.